You seen the screensaver?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck it is, but
Feels right.
I just like his mustache.
Like if what are you doing in here was a person. You weren't supposed to be home till 6.
So, I barely showed you this. Me and you talked something about this yesterday. Not really like to the... I'd never showed you this, but we did have a discussion about it yesterday. There is people that, because of the assassination attempt, there are people that obviously that despise Trump, that really hate the fact that they missed.
Are we going to just pretend that this mullet doesn't exist?
No, we'll definitely
Or the neck beard and triple chin.
Yeah, we can harp on this dude.
I don't even know his politics, but he looks funny.
Yeah, so
Looks like he's never used a miter sol.
You can tell he drinks Bush beer in a can.
He looks like a craft beer kind of guy to me.
so
Tastes like
I think
bark.
we could have some kind of decent debate on this.
I can have a 2-hour-long debate on just his.
just
picture.
as
We could spend an hour without ever scrolling right here.
Yeah. Well, he made a comment, shame they missed, to some kind of post, and people had an issue with it. They hate the fact that he said this, and it's just like, do you condone this horrendous behavior? We're very good at boycotting companies. They don't do the right thing. It's like,
You're paying for Twitter Blue. You're not that important.
yeah, and it's like, I guess Steve Smith will soon be unemployed. Don't be a Steve Smith. Like,
I spent tens of thousands of dollars. That's a drop in the bucket.
so as much as
talking
I
about?
don't like that comment, shame they missed it. He can say it,
Yeah.
and it's like, yeah, they can bitch about it.
But you guys are trying to destroy this man's livelihood.
Let's
Because he
not
said-
pretend like not one person didn't laugh at Joe Biden falling down some stairs.
Yeah, no, it was funny as fuck.
Everyone says one for the stairs.
Yeah, I mean,
Granted, two different things.
me
but-
personally, I would never just be like, damn man, we really wish those stairs took them out.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, actually, I can't. I have to correct that because actually, I don't think they're different things. I think if you're going to recognize the idea of being able to talk about anything, it has to be the lowest extent to the most extreme.
I see your point. There.
So to me, everything has to have the same balance when it comes to
Keep it
your
as
right
black
and
and
freedom.
white as possible. I agree.
Certain
Yeah.
things deserve the black and white treatment, such
Yeah.
as segregation. But like as much as like I'm a Trump guy all the way, 100%. But I mean,
Go Trump. What's up?
shame they miss. Who
Yeah.
gives a fuck?
It's just fucking
yeah, no,
cringy.
yeah,
It's
I think
cringy, but-
it's cringy, but it's like he could say it, and the fact that these people like are having an issue with it, these are the same kind of people, like that will have an issue when people on the other side that will tell them, you need to affirm my gender, you need to, you like they're trying to police speech in a way.
Yeah,
It's
not
and
your job.
This I think is very similar to it because the dude says that shame they missed, and then you go ahead and just fucking basically shame the dude about him voicing his own opinion.
I mean, you're
and-
dragging the guy's name through the mud on social media. You've tracked down where he works, and then you film him,
Yeah.
and you
Yeah,
bother
That's the
him.
bad part to me. Is
Like,
how
you're-
much effort have you?
Yeah,
put?
there's
Like,
a
you
woman that
guys-
said, "Where in Florida?" He said,
Why
according
does
to
it
his
matter?
wife's Facebook, they live in Tampa. And then if you follow this, it said, "Oh, I'm in Land O'Lakes. That's not too far. Shall we pay him a visit? It would be great if you can. Here's a beauty from Home Depot who did the same." And this is a video of a lady that somebody found on social media that said something like that about Trump, and found her in her job, blasted her name out loud, first and last, and just shamed this woman while she was working.
Got some Dell product placement right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you Darcy Waldron? Yeah?
Waldron, yeah.
Okay, from Cayuga? And you think that the shooter should have been a better shot? Is that what you posted on Facebook?
I am at work.
You think that the shooter should have been a shooter, huh?
I am at work.
Yeah, I think that's pretty messed up. Pretty anti-American, if you ask me. As a veteran, I'm disgusted. What have you provided to this country? Huh?
She's currently providing tax dollars by
I'm
working
sorry.
while you're bothering her.
This is ridiculous. You are ridiculous.
As a veteran, you
And I
should
mean-
respect her fact to say that because that's what you fought
Yeah,
for.
you fought
Yeah.
for her freedom of speech, but yet you're going to sit there and slander her for it.
Tell me you're a
Yeah.
veteran that was never in country
Yeah.
without telling me you're a veteran that was never in country.
Tell me you're a veteran whose only time he's been out of country is for a duty station without telling me.
That's that's literally my only beef. You know, it's like as much as I hate when people.
Yeah, they're idiots, man. But
It's like
allowed to
looking back on it, when I would think about the things that I've said about Joe Biden, they weren't too great. You know, the conversations me and you would have about Joe Biden,
dudes,
dude's a fucking idiot.
I think we're better off with corn pop.
Yeah, but it's like one for me personally, because I try not to mix my morals with the rights, basically, because a lot of people, just because you have the freedom of speech, they also want to create a lot of gray area, put their own fucking morals and ethics into it, and it's like, no, the freedom of speech is very black and white.
No, rights are not something that are open for interpretation.
Yeah.
They're open for articulation.
Yeah.
Nobody will ever sway me from that
Very
belief.
good way of articulating, actually.
And I just, when you start putting your own morals and beliefs into something, you start creating this fucking divide, trying to claim this moral high ground that, because I feel like this is morally acceptable, this is the way that everybody else should feel, and if you go against that, we're going to shame you and cast you out. And it's like, no, that's not what the fuck it says in the First Amendment. It doesn't say freedom of speech based on morals.
Yeah.
It doesn't say that. Yeah.
There's no unless, comma.
Yeah, and it's just like they want to sit there and just shame this woman that's just fucking doing her job because of her own political beliefs. And it's like, dude, go fuck yourself, man.
Yeah,
You're
I will
doing the
say-
very same thing that these people do when they're trying to have you affirm their identity.
But now,
They need
for
to-
argument's
they
sake,
need to show up to him while he's at the VA clinic and just be like, are you the person that went and started harassing somebody for what they said on Facebook?
Yeah.
As a private
Yeah,
citizen, I'm offended.
Yeah, and you see how that, like, just that analogy, you can twist it back on them.
Yeah,
You know what I
it's-
mean? It's like,
I'm just tired of people taking, like, don't get me wrong, I respect people in the military. Well, at least the ones who fight, stuff like that.
I respect all of them. Man.
Yeah, I mean, to a certain degree, but it's a voluntary service. It's a voluntary service. You literally signed up for it. So to sit there and
I don't respect
bring
them
that,
any more than I respect a guy
Yeah,
across
but
the street.
for somebody to bring that up as a standing ground, as somewhere to say, as a veteran,
Yeah, now I have
this
room to stand on.
you have officially lost all respect that I would have given you for it.
Yeah,
I don't need you hanging shit over my head.
I agree.
yeah.
But now, for argument's sake, though, just to poke a bear,
Okay.
I think that guy has a right to make that video too.
He does.
Oh, yeah. No, no, granted.
Yeah,
But just understand that he's going to need to understand that he's being a hypocrite.
Yeah.
yeah.
At the end of the day, he's going to be a hypocrite.
yeah. Well, the world's filled with it.
Because
Are you saying what you want on public media? That offends me.
How dare you
Yeah.
do enact your rights that I fought for?
I'm now currently enacting my own
Yeah, that's
rights to
holier
tell
than
you
thou.
that you can't have your own rights.
It's holier than thou shit. To be honest with you, the fact that you're a veteran and you found it in your fucking mind to sit there and spend 3 hours locating a person where they work, getting their address, their name, and all
To
this
me,
shit.
it's figuring out when they work.
Yeah. How many trips did he go there?
To figure out, does she work a register? Does she work in the lumber department? Does she work in the
Yeah,
paint
it's
department?
just
Is she an
fucking
overnight
retard.
stalker? And the fact that you figured out what shift she's on, when she's working,
I don't think you're any work better.
you have painted a very, very bad image of yourself, bud. But yeah,
he
he's
stalked some girl in his life.
100%. He's the type of dude that would 100% start running after women at night just to make sure they get home faster and safer.
Yeah.
I was just making sure she was okay, officer.
When
Please
you
take
see
these
some-
cuffs out of me. Take your knee off my neck.
When you see somebody's When you see a post that says "wish they wouldn't have missed" or whatever,
It don't bother me at all.
I really
it just
couldn't-
kind of tells you what kind of person they are. But
Yeah.
if I'm honest, we are fans of stand-up comedy. That's something a stand-up comic would, to make light out of a dark situation.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah.
They're just really bad at it. Yeah, it's just there's no punchline there. There's no nothing. I just wish they would have been.
it just makes them feel better, the fact that they're saying it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, they just
so-
think they type it up on there, and they think that the world, like, yeah,
Wonder
fuck
how
yeah.
wonder how many likes this is gonna get.
Yeah, oh, dude,
Yeah.
One day I'm not even at the work.
Do you
at
think
Home
they get
Depot.
the feeling of walking down a hall and everybody's like dapping them up?
Yeah, slow motion tunnel.
It's like, hey man, saw your post on the FB.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
shit was sick,
Yeah, that's exactly
dude.
what I was thinking.
Yeah, huh. Wish they miss. Am I right?
So cringy, man.
Yeah.
I just think people.
Yeah.
I think that whole social media world is just a shitbaggery fucking place.
Yeah, that was something I wanted to bring up in the podcast, just because I just hate that. I mean, I really don't need to say anything more. It's just because to think that like your morals are any better than mine is fucking beyond me. You know, like what made
I mean,
why do you think that yours is any better?
Well,
than
morals
mine?
are personalized, so they're allowed to think that theirs are better than yours, but you're allowed
Yeah.
to think that they're wrong.
Yeah, but to assume that mine is worse, you know, it's like, well, who the fuck are you? Because I don't think that my morals are better than anybody else's, or that. Well, I think my morals are better, but I don't think anybody else's is worse. You know, I'm not going up to somebody and saying that their ideology is a shit ideology. You know,
I don't know. Reparations
Like,
is a pretty bad idea.
as much as I do believe that, I'm not like.
I think you
just-
should be able to. I think Discord is a good thing. It helps you grow as a person. I think you arguing your morals over someone else's, if you have someone that can articulate their beliefs like you can, I think it can change some of your morals and make you grow as a better person.
I don't think
Yeah.
necessarily in the right or wrong fashion. I just think different.
Yeah,
People
My
just
way-
have different morals.
Yeah,
Yeah. But it's not. It's not that anybody else's is better, you know, or worse.
I mean,
Yeah,
you can probably,
that's
you
like
probably
you can
measure
discuss
some
about it,
way.
and if you can articulate, you know, the reason why you believe yours over somebody else's, you might be able to get them to, you know, believe in your morals.
Yeah, it's
You know, but
difficult to
just
talk
to-
about though, because some people they lack the ability to talk to you just to talk to you. It's, to me, when I talk about morals with people, to me, I'm just talking about them just to discuss them, just to try to touch bases, see if I can learn something. But some people wish to change yours. They'll sit there and attack your morals. They'll be like, yeah, why would you even think that? That's just ridiculous. It's just,
Yeah.
I'm not here to just nitpick and both of us be like, let's trade Pokemon cards. This is, but some people just use it to attack your ideologies, or they'll use it to just try to change your minds, which is
Yeah.
why I don't really talk to people about that stuff.
Just morals and stuff?
yeah, it's that and some
Yeah.
politics beliefs, like personal beliefs. A lot of people will just try to nitpick them and then tell you why you're wrong to have certain things, rather than just talk about differences in general. Most
Yeah.
people just can't have their beliefs and just keep it that way.
Yeah.
It's always got to be a debate, not a discussion.
What's the difference?
To me, I don't really know how to. I
well,
wouldn't say
and
debate.
dis-
I don't think
I
debate is the right
no,
word.
Debate's not the right word. Debate and discussion, I would coincide with each other.
Yeah.
You mean like an
but-
argument.
Well, an argument that's you know that saying that I said a while ago, where I think it was Thomas Jefferson that said it, is that people who resort to ridicule, they result to ridicule when reason is against them. You know?
Oh,
And
you mean
so-
when they're just when a debate turns into just
Well,
firing
it-
insults and shit?
No.
basically like when they
What I mean is like, so
they just start attacking your beliefs, basically.
like to say, like, let's give abortion a discussion. Like, say you are for abortion and I'm not, And instead of just trying to say, just so why are you for abortion? There's going to be like, you shouldn't be for abortion. That's literally killing
okay,
kids.
I got
Like
you.
there's
I
people
got
that'll instead of just trying to understand why are you for it. It's like where does abortion sit in your morality? Where does it sit on your personal belief
Yeah.
scale?
I
What
got you.
do you determine as life? And rather than having that discussion, they'd rather
Instead of
take
articulating their thoughts, they're are trying to just display their
they're trying to
feelings.
they're trying to basically persuade you out of yours because their morality, their moral
gotcha.
compass has determined your beliefs are wrong, and most people lack the ability to just take
Ask
it at face
questions.
value that we're different people.
Yeah.
One conversation
It's actually
and a
a very good
fuckload
point.
of insults are not going to just sway somebody's lifelong
Yeah,
beliefs.
yeah. Well, it's like back to the abortion thing. If you ask somebody why do they feel that way, that's actually the best. When people have a debate about abortion, nobody's asking why they believe that.
They're trying to argue that theirs is wrong instead of trying to argue that yours is right.
Well, they're trying
Yeah.
to they're trying to argue yours
cut
is
down.
wrong by predetermining that theirs is right.
Yeah.
So they're just cutting down your beliefs without being able
Yeah.
to explain why they have theirs.
Yeah, and some people are so emotionally biased towards their opinion, they struggle to even get these thoughts out because they've never really thought about why they believe in it. Some people get so defensive about it so quick.